Welcome to my world, everyone. This is Like It or Not with Michael Lane, and Michael Lane is who I be. Y'all know what to do. The information is right down there, right below me, where you can check out my radio show. Y'all say, hey, man, you're not hardly on YouTube. Hey, I'm doing my radio show, man. That's where I really do my thing. But of course, you all know I got to talk about this situation where Black Lives Matter, only if a white person takes it. Sorta. And if black people are involved, it's white supremacy. Anyway, let's talk about what happened to Freddie Gray. Obviously, the media is pumping it in everybody's faces, and everybody knows about that. They don't know about anything else, but they know about Freddie Gray. But they don't say anything when a black cop kills a black man unjustly. But everybody knows about Freddie Gray. But Freddie Gray was wrongfully murdered in Baltimore. Murdered. I don't care if his record was as long as this nation. No one should die, which is wrong now. You should not take off and run. I always say that, do not take off and run, or do not try to show some type of force towards the cops, because they will try to find some kind of way to say, now it's time to kill. But all because somebody runs doesn't mean that they should be killed. All because somebody runs, that doesn't mean they should be taken to the ground and have their knee all up in their back, and have people piling on top of one little dude. It was wrong. And I will say this. Since policemen and women are supposed to uphold the law and make sure that the law is intact, whenever they break it, they should face stiffer penalties. Because, again, they are held to a higher standard. We're not going to hold criminals to a higher standard or the same levels of standards as police officers. We shouldn't. We just should not do that. So if someone ends up killed, guess what? They should be facing the death penalty. Some people say that that's too harsh. No, it's not. There should be stiffer penalties, even if it's involuntary manslaughter. It should be stiffer penalties. Because even though that they're upholding the law, the training should be better. Troubleshooting training should be better. But I'm also going to do this and turn it around and say this. There will never be changes because there's no wising up and rising up. So, with all of the riots, crashing and just blowing up stuff and messing up, I encourage it. I encourage it. All you black people out there that are blowing up the stuff and smashing stuff and messing things up, do it. Keep doing it. You should riot until you have no food to eat, no clothes to wear, nowhere to go. All of it should just be a wasteland. And I'm going to tell you why. Freddie Gray should not be dead. He should not die. He should not have been dead. He should still be living. But you all continue to vote constantly for the same policies that's been implemented back in LBJ. It is so messed up, and black people are so lost that you have black people continuing the implementation of the racist liberal laws. And this is what you get. This is why the media is not talking about it. This is why the president is silent on it, because he's silent on Chicago too. Because it's all about political parties. It's not about color. All they want to do is separate us and keep us stupid, angry, and emotional. But you see black people. Now, don't forget, when you're... Now, let me teach, because a lot of people are so driven by emotion, and they're not smart. They're ready to snap at a drop of a hat, which is stupid. But anyway, you got people. Now, listen. I need you to learn something. When you are elected mayor by you, the mayor selects the police chief or superintendent. They select different people. They're all under the same umbrella and the same policies and ideology. So what you've done for all these years and continue to do, you talk about the white supremacy. Stop talking to me about this white supremacy junk when you're voting for them. When you're voting for the same policies that will keep you niggers voting Democrat for the next 200 years. It's not my words. That's your hero's words, Lyndon Baines Johnson. So you basically sponsored Freddie Gray's death. Uh-oh. Did I just say that? When you vote for our policy, when you continue to vote for and then actually have the nerve to judge someone's blackness from a political party, you sponsored it. You sponsored this. You sponsor black people getting locked up for no reason. You sponsor all of this stuff happening. And all these so-called pro-black people who are getting paid by these same liberal people. You know why? Because they don't expose them. They don't expose the Democrats and their system. They're getting paid. They're getting paid to keep you angry. They're getting paid to keep you hating white folk. But yet they're not going to talk about the 3 other black cops that were indicted. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's not about race. It's about power. The color of power. And it's about a political party. And people keep telling me about rich, white, racist Republicans. You don't have them in your cities. All you do is vote for your people. Your wonderful people. As you continue to do the Sambo monkey shines in the liberal plantation, this is what you get. So yes, destroy your property. Because that should be the way to punish yourselves for what you've done. So what are you going to do? You're going to attack more black people? Kill them in the streets? And call people kids? Or are you going to change what's happening systematically? Intelligence over emotion. Rest in peace, Freddie Gray. And to the family of Freddie Gray, much love. I'm praying for y'all. That's on the real. Like it or not.